Hey everyone, it's Yesenia. Welcome back to my channel. I first want to start off by saying I apologize for not posting as many videos as I normally would. These last few weeks have definitely been tough, sitting in front of a computer wise. Next week is the last week of the semester for my students, so they're all turning in missing work, they're getting work done, and not only am I sitting in front of my computer teaching, but I'm also grading, and it's been tough. And I'm going to be quite honest, I do not want to spend extra hours in front of a computer editing videos. It's so now, since the end of the semester is coming to a close, I'm really hoping that I can have more time to film and edit videos too. So I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get started. So this video is going to be a twofer. I'm going to close out my budget for this week and then close out for the budget for the whole month. When I did the monthly budget, I tallied up all of my expenses and all of my categories, and then I ended up with zero. So what I'm really hoping for is when I tally up all of my expenses for the end of the month, I get zero. Like, it doesn't exactly have to match these numbers per se, but I'm just hoping that all of my numbers by the end of my monthly budget closeout is zero, because then that will tell me that even though these numbers didn't match these numbers, all of my money still had a job for the month of February. So that's what I'm hoping for. So let's just close out this budget and see what happened. Now, as you guys may have noticed, did I buy food? I did not buy food this week, right? No, I didn't. I did. I went to Jewel. Okay, yeah, I went to Jewel. When did I go to Jewel? It was Wednesday, yesterday. And I did not put it I did not. Okay. This is what happened because I spent $35 at Jewel. Okay, there we go. That's what it was. I'm like, I'm forgetting an expense. I bought some groceries. I ran out of eggs, and I'm really trying my hardest to lose weight, and the eggs I eat every morning for breakfast are helping me lose weight. So I wanted to go buy some more just to time me off for for like a week or two. So I did. So that's why I went to Jewel, and then I got some other things as well. I bought like a chicken for like, so I also bought a chicken for like $7, and I still have like a lot of it left. It wasn't yesterday, it was on Tuesday. That's when I went shopping. I went to the gym yesterday. Today's the 4th. Okay, so let's go ahead, let's close this out. I was able to make an extra debt payment today, and I'm very happy about that because obviously I'm on my debt-free journey, and that extra debt payment is definitely going to help. I believe it was over the weekend, somebody lost their cell phone. That's the reason why this is so high. So somebody lost their cell phone. I found it in the snow, and I returned it because I wasn't going to keep it. I think it was an iPhone 11, and I have an iPhone 12. Why? There was just no reason for me to keep it. So I waited until somebody called so I can return the phone, and then I returned the phone. I know what it's like to lose your phone. It's not a great feeling, and I've lost my phone before, and I've had it stolen before. I understand. And the owner of the phone was so nice. Don't you dare eat my earbuds, young lady. He gave me a $60 reward, and I told him, like, are you sure? I didn't need the reward. That's not why I was returning the phone. I just returned it out of the goodness of my heart. But he gave me the reward anyway. I mean, listen, if y'all don't know Hispanics, if they give you something, take it graciously, because if you try to give it back, they will feel deeply offended. I know this because I'm Mexican and Puerto Rican. Just take whatever they give you. They will feel deeply offended if you don't take it. I know from personal experience. Okay, so that's what happened. I'm glad I was able to return the phone, and then I took that $60 and made a huge extra debt payment. So excited about that. That personal loan is going to disappear shortly. Well, not shortly, but it will disappear faster now. So for my expenses, I'm gonna write in a different color just because it's easier for me to see if I write in different colors. Utilities, I had no utilities this week. Debt, I made that $198.88 debt. Actually, that has a color. I'm gonna highlight it. Perfect. Okay. Memberships. My Outcrate came out way cheaper than I expected, but the rule of budgeting, always underestimate your income, always overestimate your bills. That way you are covered. Typically, my Outcrate is $123 every 3 months. I used the Black Friday code in November, and they told me that it will be applied to my next Outcrate subscription renewal, and that's what it was. So thank you, Outcrate, for that. Groceries, I spent $35.96. I did buy 2 books from Amazon that was unbudgeted. I was not planning on spending that money. However, I'm currently reading the Bridgerton series. I mean, who isn't? I'm going to be very honest. Who isn't? I listened to the first 3 books, and then the 4th book, Romancing Mr. Bridgerton, I tried to find the audiobook in the library, and it's an 18-week hold, 4.5 months hold. I'm not joking. I'm like, I don't want to wait 4.5 months to read the 4th Bridgerton book. So I got the Kindle version for like $8. I'm like, whatever. Okay, Cupcake. I spent money for Cupcake because she is now eating adult food, you guys. I can't. She turns one year next month, and her vet said that she could start eating adult food when she's 11 months, and she ran out of dry food, so I just bought her some adult food. And then she also ran out of poopy bags. I'm gonna cry. Okay, I'm gonna stop because I'm gonna cry. So that's gonna be on the next paycheck, and I already marked it so I don't forget. Personal, how much did I spend for personal? I didn't spend any personal this week. I didn't spend any money on gas this week. And then for restaurants, I had Portillo's, and then I bought some conchas. Okay, that was a total of $25.12. Not too bad of a week. I'm gonna just add all these numbers up. I didn't do a lot of spending this week, even with that unbudgeted expense, and I know for a fact overall for the month of February I went over budget for groceries. So I spent a total of $376.05. That should be the total, oopsie, up here. So let me do that really quickly. $376.05, and I'm off by a few cents. What happened? Okay, let me redo the numbers. At least $376 is good. Okay, let me redo the numbers. Okay, there it is. I may have accidentally switched one of the numbers when I was adding up all the totals. Okay, so now since I did this, I'm going to close out my budget, and let's hope and pray for the best, people. I'm not going to use this color because that color is not going to show up. My total monthly income, I'm going to get that first. I made a little, and then I'm also going to include that $60 that I received as a reward for returning that iPhone. Okay, so I made a total of $3,801.24. That is not going to add up correctly because I also used cash back from my Apple Card to pay for an unbudgeted expense. So I'm just going to write here in parentheses, it was like $24.31. Okay, so let me just add up all of my total utilities. Oh boy, I've never done this before, so please bear with me. I'm going to try my best. Okay, I'm going to try my best. So utilities, I'm just going to add up all 4 numbers from right over here. All right, so why was that so high? So my budgeted utilities was $1,695.87. Why wasn't $1,962.99? Okay, hold on one second. Oh, oopsie, that's why. Okay, let me redo the numbers. I looked at the wrong number. Oh my goodness, I'm so silly. All right, take 2. Okay, there we go. That's better. I am obviously going to double check that number because that's not what I expected. Did I? Oh, that's what, but I put them in their own categories. All right, and then I'm also gonna add an extra $20 in here. So let me add 20. See, mistakes, people, mistakes. Okay, so we have 14.15.08. Okay, that's why groceries was not, it's not its own category. So I'm gonna write this down. I need to add the grocery budget as well as the laundry. That's why. Okay, I'll have this, trust me, I'll have this set up way better next time. So I got that number down. Let me add up the groceries. All right, I did go over budget. So that was a total of $319.51, which, you know, these things happen. I'm gonna add this to the 1415.08. Okay, so I should have, you know what I should have done? That's what I should have done. I should have whited this out in the beginning, and then when I got the number, it would have been dried by now. That's fine. You know, these things happen. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna write this here. I'm gonna add these two numbers together because I'm also including that cash back because that helped pay for the unbudgeted expense. Well, one of them. All right, so we got that. Now, debt payments. Let me add up the debt payments now. So with that extra debt payment, I was able to pay $988.13 towards debt, which is fantastic. I mean, fantastic and not fantastic. I wish I wouldn't have to pay that money, but you know, that's what this journey's for. Okay, next one, memberships. Let's see how much I spent on memberships this month. Nothing there. So I spent a total of $187.76, which is great. All right, gas. How much did I spend? I barely spent any money in gas this month because my gym is a lot closer now to my apartment. I'm using less gas. And then, you know, I'm not driving anywhere. I think it's literally $8.85. That's all I spent in gas. And then the rest went towards that extra debt payment. Yep. Restaurants, let's see how much I spent in restaurants. Cupcake, is that you? My God. Whoa, hey, relax. What do you see outside? Sweetie, all right, I'll get you down. $92.71 in restaurants. Hold on. Man, she like growled. Okay, cupcake, I'm pretty certain I spent the whole $120. And she's on my lap, so she's gonna start chewing on something. $118.16. Personal. $173.24. That's, let me just double check that. All right, I got the same number, so I could have sworn I would have had way more money left over if that were actually true. Okay, well, you know, these things happen. All right, unbudgeted expenses. They were all books. Ha! All of my unbudgeted expenses were books. There should be no surprise there. And there were only two. And then that one was paid for with my cash back from my Apple credit card. So $39.62. Savings, I was able to put that amount in my sinking funds. there is a $50 cushion left over, and then my extra debt payment, I put it up there. Shoot. Okay, this is what I'm gonna actually cross this out and then move that over, because that's what I actually did end up paying in my actual debt payment. I forgot I made an extra category for extra debt payment. So we'll leave that there. Okay, you guys, here is the grand total. When I take these away from this, it should equal 0. I know for a fact I'm going to be off by something because, you know, mistakes happen and it's my first time closing out a budget. So we'll just see what happens. We'll just see what happens. Hopefully I'm not off by like $100 or something dollars. Okay, let's just go ahead and let's do this. Okay, all the numbers are in. Ready? I'm off by $35.96. Okay, well, the budget mom, if you guys don't know Kamiko Love, sorry, my dog's being needy. If you guys don't know Kamiko Love from the budget mom, she has been off by numbers like this before. So it's okay. These things happen. I'll get it next time. $35 is actually not that scary of a number. I really wish I would have gotten 0, but it's okay that no, Cupcake, sweetie, you can't. She's on my desk. I really wish it was 0, but she was once off by $20, so she just started again the next month. So I'm really hoping that next month I will, okay, so this is my goal for next month. That I want it to be under this number. There's the goal. And I think switching to solely using cards is going to help with it instead of using cash, if that makes any sense. And I also did not realize that I put my groceries in with my utilities budget, so I will make sure to distinguish those two, because groceries is not utilities. Utilities are like bills, and that's what I think threw that off, and I went over budget in groceries. So I really want to distinguish those two. So the goal for next month, to be under $35.96. I'm really hoping that I can get closer to 0. So $35.96 was unaccounted for in my budget. That's actually how much Cupcake stuff cost. No, that's okay. It's okay. I'm not going to cry. You know, I tried closing out my budget in December and I was off by like $200. So $35.96 is not that bad of a number. Now I'm going to do percentages and see what percentage of my, you know, of these categories is eating up my income. Okay, let's go. How can I do this? I'll just do that. So I added up all of my percentages just to see if it'll add up to 100. I did round some of them up, which is why I ended up with 101%, but that's totally fine. Let me see. Okay, that's 1%. Okay, so that's the 1% that I am currently figuring out where in the world did that go. But clearly, you know, most of my income is going to my utilities and debt payment. So 26% of my income went towards debt payment, and I want to cry at that number. That number will slowly go down this year. I can definitely foresee that car payment disappearing, and that should go down greatly. If I were to do the percentage for my car payment and my normal income, that's 13% of my income. So I will be able to allocate that elsewhere. All right, you guys, this is a bit of a long video. I'm going to cut it down as much as I possibly can. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it and all my fumbles and my mistakes. You know, it's my first time closing out my monthly budget. So I'm really hoping I just do better next month. My goal is to get under $35 for next month, even if I don't make it to zero. If I make it under $35, then that means even more money in my bank account was accounted for. It's okay. Make mistakes happen. It's a journey. You know, I was telling my students, you learn from your mistakes. All right, you guys, thank you guys so much and have a good one. Bye.